All right, gang, we have special guests in our studio today. Thompson Business Association got the president here, Dan Bennett from DBC Solutions. Dan, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, Gary. How are you today?
Doing fine. It's good to catch up with the Thompson Business Association. We do this once a month, sponsored by the Thompson Business Association. Great group. How many members these days?
72.
Nice. And growing and doing great things. We like to meet your members. Who'd you bring here today?
We got Sandy Lanassa from Kerrigan Tax Service and Chris Chinaki from Phat Boi Builds and
Redbeard's Bait. Hey, Sandy, how you doing?
Good. How are you today?
I'm doing fine. Glad you're here today. Chris Chinaki, you're on TV.
I was on TV.
Wow, fantastic. Tell me about that. How'd that happen?
So I got a message on Marketplace reaching out to me about doing a segment for Something Good, I guess, is what it's called.
Yep.
And it got aired on NBC 10 Providence. She came out, I think her name was Sam Reed. She came out and did like about an hour shoot, asked me a bunch of questions. And literally the next week on Thursday, I see myself on the TV. So it's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So cool.
And I'm literally getting messages from everywhere, from Springfield, Providence, Hartford, all over New England right now for the Jack-o'-lanterns.
Tell me about it. From again, two businesses here. Phat Boi Builds. You're a fabricator. You work with metal and welding and all that stuff. And Redbeard's Baits. We'll get to the bait in a minute, but describe what's getting all the attention here right now.
So I take propane tanks and I pretty much make them into jack-o'-lanterns that are going to last you a lifetime. Instead of buying the same plastic, cheap, Halloween decorations, you can buy a pumpkin that's going to last you for your kids, a whole lifetime as well. And
it's got handy carrying handles on top also.
All different styles depending on what I'm feeling when I'm making them.
Yeah. How did this come about? How'd you start this?
I saw it online one day and I'm like, well, not a lot of people are really doing that. And I have a couple screws loose in my head and I decided, hey, I'll take a whack at this and see if I don't explode. So here we are now 2 years later and selling, about over 200 pumpkins now and trying to catch up to make sure I have enough for the Great Pumpkin Festival this weekend.
It's the hottest decoration this holiday season. You got to have a jack-o'-lantern made from a propane tank, created from the hands of Chris Chinaki from Phat Boi Builds. How do you get one?
So I'll be at the Great Pumpkin Festival in Putnam this Saturday. I think it's rain or shine, so bring an umbrella if it rains. Come on down and come get a pumpkin. Otherwise, you can reach out to me on Facebook and Instagram or my phone number.
Number's 978-732-3643. That's 978-732-3643 for Phat Boi Builds. Again, a metal fabricator, and pretty much your imagination is the limit. If you can figure it out, and you can usually fabricate it, make it happen.
Correct.
You've done you're very creative in your field, Chris. Switching gears to Redbeard's Baits. This is 24/7 self-serve bait located at 136 Brandy Hill Road in Thompson. What kind of bait we featuring these days?
Shiners. We got eels now. We've had eels for like a month or two. You got your worms, frozen saltwater baits. So if you ever want to go ocean fishing, I got that at least, so you can grab that before you go out. Squid, bunker, mackerel, clams. Trying to think of everything off the top of my head, but that's all the new stuff. It's actually quite fun. I went out myself and caught a striper a couple weekends ago.
Did you really?
That's
fantastic. How long you been doing this Redbeard's Bait?
5 years now.
Yeah, and it's self-serve 24/7 honor system, or how does this work?
It's an honor system. There's a cash box with change on the top, so you can make your change, put the cash in the cash box, and I also do like electronic pay, so PayPal, Cash App.
Yeah.
In case you're one of those people too, so it's
people are honest.
Oh yeah, people are honest. Everything's going pretty well.
Yeah.
No complaints. So
That's
it's
great.
Starting to slow down a little bit with the cooler weather. You still got the hardcore fanatics going out fishing.
Yeah.
But hopefully winter comes real harsh this year, so we got a foot of ice on the lakes, and I can be local instead of going to the Berkshires.
Yeah, it's been weird the last few winters for ice fishing. I know a lot of people are really into ice fishing.
Yep.
And we haven't really it hasn't been great the last few years. Maybe this year.
I'm praying.
Yeah.
I'm praying.
I hope it does happen too. And if we do have a good season for ice fishing, and you will need some baits, Redbeard's Bait. Again, 24/7 self-serve honor system, 136 Brandy Hill Road in Thompson. If you need some metal fabrication, and by the way, we're obviously having fun here with the with the propane tank jack-o'-lanterns, but really practical applications. I mean, just for example, some of the things you do with Phat Boi builds.
I've welded aluminum intakes for cars, for turbo systems, anywhere from like yard furniture that's all metal, cast iron or something like that. I've been able to weld that for people. So small jobs, nothing really too big right now.
Yeah.
It's that's really the thing I've been focusing on myself.
So you can do repairs, but you could make something too. You're like, hey, you know what? I need to make this.
Yes.
Draw it out on a napkin, and you usually can.
I've made a grill before for someone.
Did you really? Wow.
I've also done a huge lock for a barn. I basically had to clear like a 12-foot span and somehow lock the doors tight to each other because they're sliding doors.
Yeah.
I had to engineer and weld that all up and install it myself because we couldn't come up with anything cheaper for an actual option.
Wow. You're good at what you do. Are you self-taught? Did you take, I don't know, did you do, who taught you? Who taught you how to weld?
I'm self-taught. Luckily, I have a neighbor across my street that's an actual welder.
Yeah.
So he actually showed me this stuff that got me going and to hone in my skills.
Yeah.
I took an advanced course over at Bay Path Vocational Tech to make sure I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And when I got in there, he's like, yeah, we're going to push you aside from everybody else, and you're going to be doing some other things that they're not on yet.
Yeah.
So I pretty advanced with what I can do. I'm not, a certified welder, but I can weld metal better than anybody else around.
There you go. I love this guy. Chris Chinaki from Red Beard's Bait and Phat Boi Builds. You've seen him on TV. You've heard about his famous propane tank jack-o'-lanterns, and you can purchase those jack-o'-lanterns at the Great Pumpkin Fest in Putnam, happening this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Chris, glad you're here today.
Thank you.
So, Sandy Lanasa, we're not talking about taxes, but when you do need your tax returns done, Sandy's the person from Kerrigan Tax Service. But you wanted to talk about the golf tournament. Tell me about it.
Yes, I did. So today is tax day, like the extension tax day. So, but I wanted to come by and thank all our sponsors. We were super successful this year. We made over $11,000 profit. And as you know, all the money goes to the Weekend Warrior program, so that was just amazing.
Yeah.
But I wanted to thank our sponsors who really put a lot. They played golf. They put a lot of effort into the golf tournament. So there's a couple companies I just want to shout out to, if that's okay. Pump Connection was one of our small business sponsors and helped a ton. Serve Pro of New England, LaFran Boys Well Drilling, Man Around the House, Hometown Bank, WT Rich Company, French River Materials, and we had 2 dinner sponsors this year, which was really cool. Dunkin' Donuts of North Grovenordale was a dinner sponsor, and so was Thompson Liquor. So we kept a dinner sponsor is a really cool thing. We put together like a promo slideshow and some music behind it, and it plays all during dinner. And Dunkin' Donuts is opening a pizza place next door, the Thompson Pizza Company. Yep. So we advertise that a little bit, and Thompson Liquors has a business they're building next door that ultimately will be a car wash, I believe. So anyway, we advertised, both those companies have new things coming, so we advertised all the new things they had coming. So yeah, it was just wonderful, and I just want to say thank you. Plus we had a slew of tea sponsors and gift baskets donated, and just donations. Was awesome.
Were you the chairperson of one of the co-chairs, or what was your job?
We actually just anything that needed to be done.
Yeah,
we worked together as a group this year, and it just worked out fabulous. We had a couple other helpers. It was just great. It was just great.
Sounds great. And thank you for your hard work, and congratulations on your big success, making $11,000 net profit. Again, for the Weekend Warrior, we're feeding people here in Thompson and beyond, and doing a great job. If people want to reach out for tax services, it's never too early to plan.
Yes.
How do they reach you, Sandy?
They can give me a call at 860-821-9083. Or they can message. I have a website. They can go to carrigantaxservice.com. And my email is sandralanasa@yahoo.com. They can email me, message me on Facebook, whatever.
And you're the treasurer of the Thompson Business Association.
Yes, I am.
What are the odds that a tax preparer would be the treasurer? What are the odds of that happening, Dan? Right? Go
How
figure.
lucky did he get?
I know.
Right?
Very, very lucky indeed. Sandy, thank you.
You're
thank you very
welcome.
much. Dan, last word on your incredible Thompson Business Association. What else do we need to know today?
We have a mixer coming up next week, Gary. Thursday, the 24th, up at Donahue Lawn Care. It's the second time doing it there. it was a great turnout last year, and we expect it to be even better this year. So come out and join us.
Nick is a very gracious host. If you want to learn more, again, go to tbaconnect.com. Is there another site too, or we just go there? Where do we go?
ThompsonBusinessAssociation.com.
Very good.
Yep.
ThompsonBusinessAssociation.com for the Thompson Business Association, a great organization with great businesses like Kerrigan Tax Service, Redbeard's Bait, Phat Boi Builds, DBC Solutions, Dan Bennett at DBC. .solutions.
That's it. DBC.solutions.
DBC.solutions. And us here at WINY. Great organizations. Hey, thanks for being here and have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, Gary.
All right, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back from WINY.
WINY Community Radio, serving Northeastern Connecticut.
Don't miss the Northeast Connecticut Farmers